Hey, it's me. Okay. Now, I don't remember if I did a full video on or a full tabletop on this before. I know I did like a quick on the Charter Arms, but I have a Taurus one here that I changed the grip on, and I changed the springs on the trigger. You see, this was the Charter Arms, and I know you can't feel that like I can, but this was substantially lighter than the Taurus. But I do have a problem with light primer strikes. Now, I haven't tested the Taurus out at the range, but I had just finished about an hour ago. I changed the springs and added some lube to the internals as well. And I put the Wolff springs, that's Wolff. It's a company to make a lighter spring. It's a 6.5 pound spring for the trigger. And what it did was it really just made it a lot lighter in both single action and double action. I know people are like, oh, stop dry firing the gun. It's okay. It's a transfer bar system. It doesn't really matter that much. The transfer bar can only go so far because it has a pin that holds it from going too far. It's not like if it had a spur in the trigger, whatever you want to call it, a striker, firing pin on the trigger itself. The problem is the impact creates stress fractures. So anyway, I did the trigger job, and look at it, like I don't know, I haven't tried it. And moreover, I did a new grip. The old grip was kind of stubby and yucky. It looked okay, but I think this is a much nicer look, since this is sort of a Smith & Wesson clone, and I like it better. I know, you tell me if you like it, all right? And of course, like I said, I lube things up so it keeps it going good. And then, just as important, I put a X-Sights tritium dot front sight on there, and that is that's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I need. I couldn't see this. Had a blacked out side. I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. Oh, hold on, I gotta throw the ball for the dog. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Go get it, buddy. And so I figured I'd share that real quick. The Wolff spring kit changes the hammer spring and the trigger spring. Oops. Oh my God, don't drop your guns. This one's obviously not loaded. I know I shouldn't be dry firing it. I do have dummy rounds that I put in these usually when I'm clicking away at them. My cigars going out. I'll share a little bit extra. People know that I smoke cigars. This particular one is a 30th anniversary sun-grown Perdomo. I like the sun-grown ones. They're just, I'm not a connoisseur or anything, but for the most part, I find you can't go wrong with Perdomo. No, I'm not sponsored by anybody. You could tell I have no subscribers. That's fine. I drink the whiskey. It's a thing. This is Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style. Not a big fan, but I bought it, so I have to finish it. They have another one. It's called the Statesman. It's a lot better, in my opinion. That's strong. It's like 115 proof, but it's not that tasty. I'd rather just have a lower alcohol content and a tastier whiskey. That's just me. Again, I don't know. I recommend this revolver. It was inexpensive, and you can get a really good trigger out of it with just some grease and spring change. I didn't even put a file to anything in there. I thought about it, but I was like, you know what? I don't think I need it, because the trigger wasn't that gritty. It was just very heavy. And with a little bit of grease, it is like no grit in there at all. So it's nice and smooth. It's not quite the progressive pull through that the Colt is that I have. But you could feel where it gets heavier right about there. If anything, it probably helps you determine where the brake is. But I I mean, I can't argue with that. What is that, like a 2-pound break off of that? Anyway, I figured I'd throw that up real quick. I wasn't even planning on making a video. I don't usually plan to make a video. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm kind of just throwing it out there. I have, like, I don't even center stuff. It's a phone. I'm not doing editing. Don't be fooled. I realize whoa. I'm wearing, what is it? I'm wearing black socks, but this is not a formal video. Don't mind me, I'm a little weird too. Anyway, not a big fan of the name of the channel either. I'll be honest with you. I went with it because it was available. I'm sure somebody else. It's called Iron Sights also. I thought about calling it Mr. Hands because I don't like putting my face in the picture. But the problem is, you go to a name with like Mr. Hands, and you're going to be hearing from the Me Too crowd. Somebody's going to complain, oh, he's all hands. Wonder what he's doing with those. Yeah, I don't need the hassle. I got enough problems with people at work because I talk too much. Anyway, that's me. That's the dog. Those are the revolvers. You coming back up with the ball, Tuck? What are you doing? And I hope you all have a great weekend.